Hello and welcome. This is your Emperor Dion. Your Emperor is now streaming. Just got done with my shift. Just got done with my truck driving shift. Well, not exactly. Just wanted to stop because I'm sick of driving today. But yeah, we're done for today. We're done for. Go ahead. Now I've decided to do this stream while we've still got a chance to, because we just hit 900 subs, boyos. We just hit 900 subs. What's up, Red Pill of the Win? How you doing? Haven't seen you in here before, Red Pill of the Win. I know who you are, though. I know who you are. But I haven't seen you in a stream before. Nice to see you here. How's it going for you? You're a truck driver, too. Red Pill in the Wind, you're a truck driver too. How's it going out there for you? I got some pineapple here, by the way. You guys like pineapple? I like all kinds of fruit. Not bad. Hey, thanks for the like too, brother. Thanks for the like. Yeah, please like the stream. But I decided to go ahead and do this stream now while I've still got an opportunity to, because in case you guys haven't seen the little kerfuffle going on between me and Raymond Boy, me and Mr. Raymond Thoughts and Mine. And I've seen what he's trying to do too. He's trying to take down my channel now, so we may not get another opportunity. But we just hit 900 subs. A lot quicker than I thought we would. We just hit 900 subs, boyos. What that means is just one more stretch. 100 more subs and we're at 1,000 subs. But we might just have it end up cut short here. 900 might be as far as we make it. We'll have to see. It's very, very interesting times for the channel here. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you didn't expect me to go after Raymond the way I did. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't expect me to do that, because I haven't really gone after anybody before. Well, besides Jamil the King a little bit. But I mean, that's child's play. That's child's play compared to what I've kind of did with Raymond here. But for those of you who know me well, you guys know that this is absolutely the only outcome that was going to happen. Of course I was going to go after him, dude. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like I'm saying, this might be as far as we make it here, boyos, because Raymond's trying hard to take down my channel. I saw his Discord channel. I saw his Discord messages. He's in there submitting reports. He's in there gathering like evidence and stuff like this. He's doing this and that. He's filing reports. Yeah, so this might be as far as we make it. This might be as far as we make it, because he's trying hard. He's trying to take down the channel. But if he's not successful with that and we just end up making it to 1,000 subs, then that's great. Fucking great. But this could be possibly. I mean, dude, just due to the drama, fucking drama, there's a very real possibility this could be the last live stream you guys see of me like this on this channel. This could be the very last live stream. So, hope not. I hope not. But, I'm not going to just sit around and not say what's on my mind too. I'm not going to sit around and let some guy like that just You know what? Let's not get into that, boyos. Because I said in my last video I was going to stop talking about Raymond on this channel. I really don't want to talk about him anymore. I'm going to make a whole different channel for that. Yeah, anybody else on the chat? What's up? I see I got like 7 people watching now. Who else is in here? Yeah, guys, I'm just chilling after work here. I just got done with my shift, and let's kick it. Let's kick it. Let me go ahead and turn that light on before it gets too dark out here. It's starting to get dark. I don't even know what state I'm in right now. I think I'm in like what, North Carolina or Tennessee or some shit. Yeah, I don't know which state I'm in right now, but I just got done with my shift, so we're gonna kick it here on the stream. We're gonna commemorate, you know, usually people don't commemorate 900 subs, but because we are in strange times here on the Emperor Dion channel, because we're in strange times here, I recognize there's a possibility that that we might not get another chance to celebrate this, so we might as well celebrate it at 900 subs, because we might not reach it. We might not make it to 1,000 due to Mr. You know who. There's a chance we might not make it to 1,000, so we might as well celebrate it here at 900. You know, that is like an achievement though, because you have to remember, you keep in mind, it may not seem like much, and it's really not much. You know, you got channels that blow up literally overnight, get tens of thousands of subs overnight. You got channels where that happens still to this day. So it may not seem like such a big deal, but even so, you know, the majority of YouTube channels don't make it anywhere past like maybe 100 subs, really. Like the overwhelming majority, most actually don't make it this far. And that's not because they don't upload videos either. That's, like, I've seen, there's lots of these little channels like this that they actually do upload videos, but they don't get anywhere close to 900 subs. You got to kind of look at this in perspective. Like, I know 900 isn't a lot. It really isn't. I'm very well aware. Again, you got channels that blow up overnight. That happens all the time. But still, even still, okay, it's something that not everybody achieves, even if they upload videos. You know, like, I've seen channels that have like thousands of videos, and they maybe have like maybe 10 subs or some shit. There's lots of channels like that. So, you know, reaching 900 in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot, but it's something. It's not nothing. And, you know, I'm appreciative of it. I'm very, very appreciative of it. So, Buddy Lee. What's up, Buddy Lee? Buddy Lee said, I listened to that stream when you got banned. It made no sense and seemed like a misunderstanding between both of you. And I don't get this beef, LOL. Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. It was a big misunderstanding, but, you know, it was easy. It was an easy thing. Because first of all, I sent him $10, which, you know, I think most of you guys, if you got somebody sending you $10, like, imagine if somebody sent you $10 in order to say something that they want to say. Like, would you at least hear them out if somebody sent you $10? You know, like, I sent him $10 with this kind of assumption, thinking that he was gonna just hear me out at least. You know, if somebody sent me money to be heard, no matter what it is they said, I would still at least read it and hear him out. And I definitely wouldn't do what he did. Definitely not. So, you know, yeah, I guess maybe it was a misunderstanding, but at the same time, I'm a little bit unhinged, okay? So if you fuck with me, Raymond definitely fucked around. He definitely fucked around. He did that. So I'm the type of person where if you fuck with me, and I already didn't like Raymond too, by the way. Before that, I already didn't like him. I was a subscriber of him for a long time, or for a good little bit, and I supported him at first, but I was starting to not like him. And then when he went and said what he said in that stream that prompted me to send that super chat, that really made me not like him. So I already don't like the guy, and then he does me like that on top of that, and then you throw in the fact that, again, I said I'm a little bit unhinged. Like I'm a very vengeful person. I'm not gonna just let you get away with some shit. Like I'm very, call it what you will. I got a lot of trauma from the military, so my whole thing is, when I was in the military, I might not have told y'all this before, but my main problem in the military was that people would just fuck with me, and I would never do anything about it. And the lesson that I kind of took from that is that, hey, you better start doing stuff to people who do stuff to you, or else people are just gonna keep fucking with you. This is what's been drilled in my head. So yeah, if you do something to me, if you fuck with me or you disrespect me or something like this, like, yeah, I'm not gonna physically assault you or anything, but I'm definitely gonna get my revenge one way or another. And when it comes to a Raymond boy, yeah, my revenge is just to kind of fuck with him in the worst ways that I can think of, pretty much. And yeah, you might think it's petty or whatever. I disagree. In my opinion, he had no excuse. So if he can be unreasonable, then I can be unreasonable. But anyways, this stream isn't about Raymond, by the way. This stream isn't supposed to be about Raymond. I don't want to talk about him on this channel anymore. I mean, you guys can ask me questions related to him. You guys can ask me questions related to that situation. Like, I'll answer your questions, but like, keep in mind, this stream isn't really supposed to be about him. I'm trying not to think about the bald-headed motherfucker. At least until I go do this other channel like I said I would do. What's up, Luke the Worm? What's up, High Priest? The High Priest said, is Raymond a good guy? What do you mean is Raymond a good guy, dude? Do you see the way he spurks out? Do you see the way he spurked out against me? The way he spurks out against everybody, really, that like, you can't disagree with him. No, the way he runs his channel, you can't disagree with him on anything. I don't think that's that's not a good way to be in general, where people can't disagree with you. Like, if people are being civil and respectful, at least, like, he'll even ban you even if you're being respectful about it. So is Raymond a good guy? I don't think so. But anyways, the black man says, congratulations, ninjas. Yeah, congratulations. I'm going ahead and celebrating this while I can. I'm going ahead and celebrate 900 subs while I can, because the channel might not be here tomorrow, or the channel might not make it to 1,000 subs. So I might as well go ahead and celebrate it now, because Raymond is trying to take down the server, or he is trying to take down the channel. He is trying to. I did go ahead and private all my videos about him except for the one I uploaded today. I went ahead and privated all those videos. So, we'll see. Buddy Lee says, yeah, he totally spazzed out. I was listening while at work and like, what the fuck? A lot of people actually like took his side too, by the way. So like, look, the manosphere as a whole is full of like, it's chock full of these white nationalist type guys, dude. So it doesn't really matter whether the content creator in question is personally racist or not. It really doesn't matter whether they are or not. As long as it's like a white guy, like, they're gonna attract like a huge audience of these white nationalist type people. Like, the white nationalist movement goes very deep in the manosphere. It always kind of did too, by the way. It always kind of did. So a lot of the people that may be watching Raymond would definitely be these types of people too. So like you'll see a lot of those people. Well, obviously they're going to take a side whether it's reasonable or not. As long as it's against a black guy. Oh yeah, yeah. See, you did see a lot of that going on there too. Anyways, I'm just explaining that to you guys right quick. Like I seem to be the only person that really calls out the anti-black problem, like this anti-blackism that goes on within the manosphere too, which is quite sad because there's a lot of black dudes in the manosphere, both watching and making content, by the way. And like there's this definite inextricable link between like the manosphere and like the alt-right and the white nationalists and the weird squiggly lines. You know which ones I'm talking about. There's an undeniable link between all those things, you know, even though there's a lot of black dudes in the manosphere too. I think the real manosphere should not be involved with matters such as race and like tribalism shit like this. Like it's called the manosphere, not the whitosphere, not the blackosphere, not the race sphere. It's called the manosphere. Like, what are we doing here? I truly think the fact that the manosphere is so connected to like white nationalist groups like this is a major problem, and it does need to be called out by more people. You know, that's just my opinion. It's really I think it's really strange how the manosphere is much more focused on hating black people than like kind of addressing men's issues like it claims to do or claims to want to, you know. That's a huge issue. That's a huge issue that doesn't get enough attention. But I call it out. So, I mean, there's me. I'm here. I understand. I see it for what it is. And that's just what it is. I'm not afraid to call it what I see. The high priest said, Raymond makes a lot of money on YouTube. Yeah, well, funny you mention that because Raymond still don't make as much money as I do off his little YouTube channel. Like, yeah, he's got these 2 rental properties. He's got his YouTube. I mean, YouTube could shut him down tomorrow, though. Really. And his rental properties, from what he said about it, he ain't making that much money from them. So, I mean, I guarantee you, Raymond doesn't make as much money as I do. Like, even if I quit the trucking job, I still make more money than him. So, I mean, let that sink in. Creshern, is that your name? Creshern said, Raymond money mocks. No, he doesn't. I guarantee you I make more money than Raymond, dude. I guarantee you. I'm not going to pull out bank statements or anything, but I guarantee you he ain't got nothing on me when it comes to that. I mean, he might technically have a higher net worth than me because he owns 2 houses, but if you like take his liquid net worth and his cash and any other assets he might have and his current income too, whatever he makes, and stack that up next to it, trust me, Raymond does not money mog me. I guarantee you he doesn't. I mean, his channel's not big enough to really do that anyways. The black man said, is Raymond an incel? What do you think, black man? Is Raymond an incel? What kind of question is that? Chris Sharon said, Raymond isn't an incel. He's just grifting the manosphere. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, you know what? You could be right, though. You could actually be right. He could actually just be putting on that whole act here. You could actually be right. I don't think he is. But, I mean, we've seen stranger things. Like, you guys know that guy, Loser Maxer? There's a channel called Loser Maxer. That dude is a grifter. Yeah, he actually isn't an incel. He's a grifter. Loser Maxer is a grifter. Let that be known right here, right now. You heard it from Emperor Dion. In case you didn't know, the YouTube channel Loser Maxer is a grifter. He's not an incel, okay? So if you're subscribed to him, you better... I suggest you unsubscribe from him because he's just grifting. He's literally just grifting. But Raymond, I think it might be a little bit more legit with Raymond. So, Chris Sharon said, true souls like me have no internet presence. Barbarossa was the was the black man who made MGTOW and brought Stardust into the manosphere. Yeah, that's true. You guys, any of you guys remember those old heads like Barbarossa? Dude, Barbarossa was really good, by the way. If you guys never heard of him or you never saw him, like he was a black dude that actually kind of low key got the MGTOW thing going back in the day. Yeah, but he quit uploading a long time ago. He was pretty good, and he actually like you guys know, Thinking Eight got his start like along with Barbarossa and this other guy that I can't remember. Yep. Gosh, man, those were the days. The Manosphere used to be a lot better, dude. Ikawa man, what's up, man? Ikawa man said, "Good morning or good evening. Listening in between sets. It's an embarrassment to not make a good living if you have 2 rental properties." Yeah, Raymond's not making that much off his rental properties as far as what he said. You know, like he would have been, well, I mean, you guys don't take financial advice from anybody on the internet, but in my humble opinion, owning stocks is way better than owning rental properties. There, I said it. This ain't financial advice. But that's just my 2 cents. David Harrow says, Raymond is a negative about everything. I don't know how people watch him every day. Why do you think people watch him every day, dude? It's the same reason that people used to watch a lot of Black Pill content creators back in the day. Is like low key. Like, yeah, I used to enjoy the Black Pillow Spear a lot, but at a certain point you start to realize like the reason why people are here is because they're just as much of a loser as like the person that's uploading. So it's like a craps in the bucket type of situation going on with most of these channels. And I think in the case of Raymond, it might be even a little bit worse than that too, because Raymond's also grifting off of it. He's pimping out his sexual frustration, which that's a whole new level of like, you know. So that's one way in which Raymond kind of goes off the rails a bit, and where I kind of don't like it, and I don't like him as a person. Because back in the day, it used to be guys just talking just to talk, and they have some people vibing here and there, and like here and there they would have like some donations come in too, but they weren't making a full-time living off of it. I guarantee you that. Like not even some of the bigger creators like Faces MLMS, like he wasn't making that much money back in the day either, you know. So that's the big difference between like Raymond and like one of these older guys that used to be in the Black Pillar Spear. It's that you weren't making a full-time and talk about not getting bitches. That just wasn't going on. Whereas Raymond is somehow or another doing that. And I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. Because it kind of undermines the integrity of the Black Pill too, by the way. One of the reasons why the Black Pill comes off as more genuine is because people weren't making money in the Black Pill. Now, because it's hard to make money off of the truth, really. The Black Pill came with the truth. So for a long time, you didn't have people making money off of the Black Pill, but you did have people figure out how to. So Wheat Waffles and a couple others found out a way to make money via doing face ratings. So I think that even stuff like that was still okay, because okay, it's like you're gonna get people like stupid enough to pay for face ratings, whatever. You do you, buddy. You do you. But even with that, that's still not as bad as like, okay, you got a full-blown channel generate ad revenue and donations off of you not getting bitches. That's something that hasn't happened before. That's what's kind of different with Raymond. And once you get that lumped in with this kind of a message, it kind of undermines the entire Black Pill. Once you have it going like that, you know. That was why and Raymond comes out and admits this too. The only reason he's doing this is for cash. If he got demonetized today, he wouldn't be here anymore. He said that himself. So that's why I'm willing to believe that possibly he might not believe what he's talking about too, since he comes out and says stuff like that. It's possible. I don't think he is necessarily, but it's possible that he's 100% lying, and that this is all a persona. That is possible. That is possible. But do you see how a profit incentive can definitely undermine the entire black pill, pretty much. Like, that's why the black pill came to be, you know? It used to be red pill. The red pill, like, people moved away from red pill because it got tainted too bad, dude. People were making money off of it. It was just a grift, you know? So, I mean, I'm sure you guys understand. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm trying to get at here. Anyways, wow, I'm falling way behind with the comments, by the way. Let me catch up with some comments. The Kawa man said, maintenance can be a money sink, though, even for a residence. Yep, that's a big drawback with owning properties, dude. Like, owning properties, that used to work back in the day, but I think that's like some boomer shit now. No, that's some boomers. There's too much you gotta do. It's not a hands-off thing when you own properties. Nah, if you want to fix up on houses and shit like that, it's still good, but most young people, like anybody under the age of 30 or around my age, is not going to want to do that shit, dude. Just get a fucking stock portfolio. Or get some, hell, I don't like crypto, but I think crypto is even better than that. So, anyways. Buddy Lee said, yeah, Loser Maxer got exposed by some random European cell, LOL. Yep, yeah, Loser Maxer, he's a grifter. Buddy Lee said, Barbarossa was black. LOL, I only heard of him and read some of his stuff and didn't know he did YouTube. Yeah, Barbarossa was a black dude. He was an early MGTOW. And you can still go watch his videos today, too. I highly recommend it, in fact. A lot of what he said is still relevant today. And he had a very eloquent way of putting things. He was very well-spoken. He's more well-spoken than I am, definitely. For sure. I mean, most of those old MGTOW guys were very, very well-spoken. I think some of that early MGTOW content, it still holds up today. A lot of it. I'd highly recommend you go check out Barbarossa and look at what he was talking about back then. Buddy Lee said, real estate is a massive headache unless you've got massive cash reserves to outsource the property management. Yep, true. Mike Lit. Okay, I'm not reading that. I can't understand that. Buddy Lee said, true, none of these incels have gone this hard monetizing these sexless now that I think about it. Yeah, dude, exactly. Because if you make it about making money, if you make this about making money, it's no longer genuine. Now you're gonna have people like Loser Maxer, who we know is a grifter, just coming up in here. That's not good, dude. We want people who actually live in this shit to speak about it. You know? Like, we don't want no fake motherfucker that's just trying to pay his bills off of talking about this shit. Like, that motherfucker needs to go get a job. Like the rest of us. Like, we're out here wage slaving. I'm out here wage slaving. You know? All of you are out here wage slaving. So you deserve to get this shit from somebody who's actually going through it, you know? Not some asshole that just need to go get a job. Like, fuck Raymond. Anyways. Krishern said, Rehab Room / Insult TV. What about him? He's one of the goats. The High Priest said, Raymond has betrayed this community. I mean, to be honest with you, he came out, he kind of started off pretty good, you know? Like, he used to talk about shit, and then I guess maybe he noticed that if he complains about not getting bitches, he go start attracting a larger crowd. That's what it seems to have turned into for him, but, you know, you guys will notice I don't really talk about not getting bitches myself. I used to back in the day, but I don't do that shit no more. No, I usually just kind of give critiques about shit for the most part, and I talk about my own monastic philosophy shit. So, you know, I don't do that shit. You can at least trust that I'm not trying to grift you. The High Priest said Raymond is happy. Let's leave it there. Akawa Man said, it's good if you need to get out and go somewhere. If you have a family and can set up your offspring with a head start, yeah, owning property is good if you're gonna like have kids, definitely. But for most cells though, like you guys, a lot of you guys either don't want kids or you're not gonna have kids, one or the other. And it's like, for you guys, you probably not gonna want to deal with no fucking property, dude. Colin Man said, and good if you own a large parcels of land and you can have a compound and grow food and stuff. Dude, that's literally the type of thing I've been telling y'all to do with the whole monastic thing. Like, dude, okay, if you had like a little monastic order of like 5 guys and y'all were all kind of like pile your money together, y'all could buy a compound and like have like a little intentional community there and kind of just have like a bug out location like this. Right, dude, this is like yeah, you should own property if you want to go monastic too. If you got like a group of guys like that are down with you like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't really want to manage a property in today's world, but I wouldn't knock the real estate completely. Yeah, true, me neither. Like, I'm not saying real estate's completely not worth it, but you know, it's just something to be skeptical of. Like, if you're doing it just for like purely an investment standpoint, you gotta have buku dollars to really do that. I think the ship already sold on that shit. The high priest said, "It's about brotherhood, not money." Yeah, exactly. You said it. Yep, you said it. See, y'all out here busting your ass wage slaving. You don't want to listen to no motherfucker just out here trying to get his neat bucks off of you, and he ain't really actually going through it. But I think Raymond's actually going through it, though. I do believe he's actually going through it. He's actually going through it, but at the same time, he's still grifting you. So, I mean, make with that what you will. The black man said, monastic is the only way. Yep. I keep telling you guys not taking me serious. When I got those screenshots from Raymond's Discord, them motherfuckers, they listen to my whole monastic philosophy thing. They think monastic is like being a sovereign citizen or something. No. I ain't talking nothing about being no sovereign citizen. Like, those sovereign citizen people, like those people are just retarded. No, when I say go monastic, I literally just mean teaming up with some reliable other dudes, y'all coming together and kind of forming like a family unit. It's type of deal where y'all stick together, y'all stick it out, and y'all kind of make this little stretch of y'all make a little safe haven for each other, dude. Like, y'all have this little space carved out to where you'll be safe for the most part, that you can look out for each other and shit like that. Because it's pretty likely you ain't got a good family. It's pretty likely, if you're an incel especially, that you've been estranged from your family like I have. Like, you know, other than my mother, I don't deal with my family. My family don't like my ass. Because I'm not no pookie. I'm not no thug ass nigga. So, my family don't like me. You know, but it would be nice. It would be fucking nice if I had like a group of equal guys, like a group of my peers that I could just kind of fall back on, and they could fall back on me, and we kind of look out for each other like a family unit type of deal, you know? Like, that's all monastic is. It ain't nothing about being no fucking sovereign citizen. If that idiot that said that is watching, it ain't shit about being no fucking sovereign citizen. Get fucked. No. Krishan said, I wish I could be a nomad and a roadie. You can do that, dude. I mean, shit, it's easy enough to do that you could probably do that on your own, even. But definitely, if you like went monastic and joined like a monastic order with some other guys, like, you could very easily do that. That would be a very sustainable dude. If there's like a group of 5 of you, or at least 3 of you, like out there, you know, living nomadically. Like, actually, I'm gonna go to Denmark. I'm gonna go to Denmark next month. I'm gonna meet up with my friend. That's how we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be living nomadically for a while. I'm gonna upload videos, and I'm gonna kind of show you how that's gonna look like. So, you know. Hey, hold on, guys. I gotta turn the heater on. It's getting cold in here. It's cold out here. It's been raining all damn day. Warm my hands up in this air vent. Spectrum A said, "Oh, you answered the question I was gonna ask. I was wondering what monastic actually meant and too lazy to Google." Now, don't Google monastic, dude. Don't Google it. Monastic is a term I kind of came up with loosely to describe what I'm talking about. But if you actually Google monastic, it's just going to show you about like these religious groups. Like monastic groups are still like a thing that exists. They're usually like a religious group of like guys that have made a lifelong commitment to celibacy, and they're usually like Christian or Islamic, or you got like Hindu monastics too. It's like a religious group, but that's not really what I mean when I say monastic. What I mean when I say monastic, it's more of like a, basically, if you're like an incel guy, you're already not getting bitches for the most part, so you kind of already low-key celibate. I'm not telling you have to remain celibate when you go monastic. I'm just saying you already kind of low-key like that, so you have to kind of just go ahead, lean into that, and detach yourself from needing the physical desire as much. Like, try to at least detach yourself from it to an extent, But what I really mean is like the brotherhood type of organization where you have like a group of you that kind of function and operate together in this unbreakable group, pretty much. So that's what I mean when I say monastic, not the actual historical definition of it. And I've tried to explain this in many videos too, by the way, but I guess some people got short attention span and they don't really want to follow in and kind of put the pieces together that I'm throwing out there. But I mean, you gotta fucking just hold people's hand and stuff and like explain it to them slowly or whatever. I don't know. The high priest said, "We need a secret society." Yeah, see, there you go. There you go. The high priest got it right. Like, that's what I'm talking about when I say monastic, dude. That's what I'm talking about. It's more so the organization. It's more so the structure. It's more so like the actual thing that you're going to be doing. Like, you don't want to be out here trying to change laws. Like the MRA, the men's rights movement was already a thing, guys. It failed. It failed. You're not going to be able to change society. But what you can do is kind of create little secret societies where you guys band together and you just you fuck off. Like, you don't need society if you all just kind of band together and do what needs to be done to sustain the group. This is why when you see, like, look at immigrants, for instance. Like, when immigrants usually come to the first world, they stick together as a family. They do that because you're gonna be able to survive a lot easier when you just stay as a group. So basically what I'm saying is that if guys stop fucking each other over trying to get bitches, and y'all just kind of work together in this way and stop fucking each other over to get pussy, look, like, you be able to get pretty fucking far. I'm telling you. Like, honest to God, the elites would fear what I'm telling you, actually. Like, the elites would be very afraid if you guys actually, like, did what I'm talking about with the monastic thing. The elites would genuinely be afraid of that. They might actually, I don't know, like, you'd have to go out of your way not to provoke anything, but I think they would be genuinely afraid of that if guys actually stopped chasing pussy and started trying to work with each other in this way, But yeah, you guys are finally starting to get it now. I appreciate that. This dude, man, this was long overdue, by the way. This understanding that y'all are having right now was long overdue. Because I've been talking about this shit for a long time, and like, some people here and there kind of got it, but like, I don't know what it is. It's just not, maybe I'm not explaining it good enough. Maybe y'all just some low IQ cells. I don't know, but I'm starting to see a little bit of an understanding here that y'all are having now. And that's good. That's good. I'm glad that I can finally get somewhat of an understanding here on my now that I've got 900 subscribers. So, better late than never. The black man said, the name of the secret society should be the Collective. Well, I'm not really like trying to name it or whatever. Like monastic was the name that I went with. But I mean, it doesn't really matter what the name is. What matters is what you actually kind of do with this. Spectrum A said, lucky it rained here, but it's hot as hell in Texas. Yeah, Texas is always fucking hot. But Texas is one of my favorite states, by the way. Krishern said, monastics are hermetic monks. Yeah, that's exactly what they were historically. That's what they are now. But, you know, obviously being like what the actual what the strict definition of monastic is, like if you be that, that's obviously not going to be helpful. Because I know most of you guys aren't religious. Like, I'm not very religious, you know. And I definitely don't think it'd be useful for you to intentionally make yourself celibate. Like, obviously you're already celibate. The goal is to not be celibate, and so I don't think that definition of monastic would be useful. But it's more so the spirit. It's more so the spirit of being monastic that I'm more so going for with that. You know, so the black man said, "Who wants to join the collective?" I mean, yeah, like you guys could like organize something on my channel. You could organize something with me. Yeah, well, I'm already part of a group. I'm already part of a monastic order. I'm already part of one. I mean, we are looking for maybe a couple more members, but I mean, I'm already a part of one. But like, you guys could like come together, like get to know who's useful. Like, if you're not useful, if you broke as shit, like, go out there and fix that shit. You can't be broke. You can't be some skillless, talentless loser. You gotta have something. You gotta have something to you in order to make a group function. You can't just have 5 losers and then expect it to work out. No, you gotta have like 5 guys that's actually got something going in life on their own, and then you come together, and then you've got like an actual fucking group that you can do something with. You know, so. Definitely, like, you guys need to be kind of networking if you are able to elevate yourself to some degree, you know? Spectrum A said, like a like-minded brotherhood. Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And by the way, keep in mind, I want you guys to keep this in mind. I'm really the only person who coined this, and really, well, let me put that back. There have been a couple people come up in the manosphere before. They weren't very big, and they might not have came at it as directly as I did, but there have been a couple people who have said similar things in the manosphere before, you know, but there hasn't been like a large scale like reaction to it or these ideas. But I'm definitely one of the few who've said stuff like, you know, guys coming together and making their own little communities like this. And also to give you a good idea of more so what I'd be aiming for too with this, is that, like, you guys know the Knights Templar, that big group of knights that was back in medieval times. Yeah, the Knights Templar was a very, very powerful group. That was a monastic group, by the way. The Knights Templar was a monastic group. So for me to reference them should give you a pretty good idea of exactly what I mean by all this stuff. The last Yankee said, do you have a logo or a symbol in mind for the monastic? Dude, I have a symbol. You see that symbol that I keep putting in my videos? Do you see that triangle? That triangle that I put in my my intro videos, my intro clips, or even just go on my channel. Look at my channel banner. That's the symbol, dude. That's the monastic symbol. That's my symbol. I've already got a symbol. I've got all the symbols. Yeah, that triangle that you keep seeing me put on my intro videos, that's the symbol. So yes, I have a symbol. The high priest said, the minimum of the group is to at least have money. Yes, high priest, yes. Yeah, you can't be like, guys. I've been in groups like this before, okay? And the reason why it didn't work before was because, like, you had people that were broke as shit, and when you broke as shit, you're just a burden on everybody else. So yeah, you got to stack up some money first. You got to like be somewhat financially secure yourself, and then okay, or if you're not financially secure, at the very least, like be like a pretty like put together guy personality wise. Be somebody that's willing to kind of work and do things for the group, or have skills, or have things you could contribute to the group, because it's basically like an intentional community almost. You got to have something that you bring to the group. It's what I'm basically telling you. At the bare minimum, you got to have something that you can bring to a group in order to really like get down with the whole monastic idea. So like you can't just be 5 losers coming together, or else you'll just be 5 losers wasting each other's time. Spectrum A said, the question is how much though? Well, I'll tell you how much, Spectrum A. So like I said, it don't necessarily have to be money that you bring to the group, but I think at least $100,000 is a good place to start. So if you have a net worth of at least $100,000, I think that's a good place to start. Which, by the way, I'm way above that. I'm way above that. So, you know, but I think you would be good enough for like a monastic order type of deal if you have at least $100,000 net worth. The black man said, or the black man asked, who's drafting the laws of this group? Oh, don't worry about that. I already got you covered. Because like the groups that I've been a part of, I actually came up with a lot of the rules. Like that's why I can easily like quote a number at you. Like, how much money do you need? $100,000 each of you. You know, I can easily come up with figures like this because I've thought about this stuff very deeply already. So, you know, who's drafting the laws? I can draft the laws. I've already got laws that I kind of go by with this shit. So if you want to see, or if you want to kind of get like a general idea, just ask me. Ask me anything you want to know about it. I can tell you immediately because I've thought about these things. Declaration of Independence from society. I do need to clarify this too. So like with the whole monastic thing, the goal is to kind of break away from society, but you're not really like, you don't necessarily have to go out into the woods or anything like this. Like you can if you want to, but you don't have to do it like that. Like if you could just at the very least spiritually separate yourself from society. So what I mean by that is that like all these little rules and shit that society puts on you, or like all these expectations that society puts on you, like to get rid of those. Like get rid of society's rules except for the ones that put you in jail. Get rid of society's norms, get rid of society's customs, get rid of society's expectations on you, like, oh, you ain't getting no bitches, so fuck them bitches. But you know, I'm not even saying that if you're monastic you have to like be celibate either. Like, no, my version of a monastic, you can have bitches if you can get them. Just don't let the bitches come between you and the group, is all I say about that. Try to maintain your group stability without letting a bitch come in between it. That's what I'll say about that. But basically, like, yeah, you can separate from society, but it's more so, what I more so mean is separating from society in a spiritual sense, because obviously it's very hard to like go out into the woods and like make a little, like a legit intentional community. You don't have to do all that. You can if you want to, but you don't have to do all that, I'd say. So, I mean, it's enough to have like a property that you all own. It's like a little stronghold where you all kind of like come in and out, and it's like a little compound for you. You know, and like there's several things you could be doing as a group too, by the way, once you get like a really solid foundation like this going, where you own property. Maybe you guys go into business together. Maybe you guys have a business that kind of acts as the front for your monastic order. Like, there's lots and lots and lots of possibilities with this type of thing, dude. with this type of thing, pretty much. But anyways, the black man said, "I'm going to ask ChatGPT how to formulate this." Well, I don't think you want ChatGPT reporting back to his overlords what you're trying to do there, Mr. Blackman. But I think ChatGPT might give you some interesting ideas on it too. So Spectrum A said, solid advice. Yep. Guys, well, I'm really glad that we came to this understanding now. I'm really, really glad, because I've been spending a lot of time on this channel, trying to get this across to you. Raymond's people were picking on me, talking about, oh, bro, you're trying to be a sovereign citizen. Oh, you're trying to, it's like this sovereign citizen shit that he's talking about. I ain't saying shit about no fucking sovereign citizen. This ain't no sovereign citizenship. This ain't no sovereign citizenship shit. But boyos, this could be our last stream together too, by the way, because like I said, Raymond's trying to take down the channel. He's trying to take down the channel. Yep, so if that happens, well, I'll make a new channel, but it's been real. It's been real. I hope you guys find me again if he does succeed in taking down the channel. But, figured I'd go ahead and celebrate 900 subscribers instead of waiting until I get to 1,000 subscribers, because there's a possibility that I might not make it to 1,000 subscribers, There's a real possibility I might not make it that far, just based on this whole situation. The high priest said, Raymond has no honor. Of course he doesn't, dude. Look at him. Like, look at him. Does he look like a guy? Does Raymond look like a guy that has a whole lot of honor, integrity, or anything like that? No. And not only that, but like, dude, this is a big problem with most men in today's society. Most men today don't have honor. So it's not just Raymond. It's not just Raymond, but it's also like a lot of the people who probably watching too. So, I mean, the average man today doesn't have a whole lot of honor. So it's not really surprising. Spectrum A said, will you ever stream when you go to the one of your Asian countries? I mean, I might, but I mean, the thing is, when I go overseas, typically, I'm focused on the here and now. I'm not focused on making content and putting out content when I'm overseas. I have put out some things while I was overseas before, but part of it is that I'm focused on the here and now when I'm overseas, and I'm kind of just, and also I'm trying to get some pussy too, dude. When I'm overseas, I'm trying to get some pussy. It's really what it is. Like, I'm over here wage slaving, grinding my ass off in this truck. This is all I do here in America. I come to America and all I do is fucking work. No pussy. No pussy for you, mister. When I go overseas, it's time to get some pussy, goddamn it, because I'm starving by the time I get back over there. So, but I could live stream. I could live stream overseas. I mean, we'll have to see about that. But I'm going to be going overseas again next month, so I mean, we'll see. We'll see, provided that Raymond doesn't take down my channel by then. That is, so. Spectrum A said, I think your channel is fairly safe. How will he take you down? Well, dude, there's a lot of unscrupulous things that you can pull on YouTube. And also the thing about YouTube is that You don't even necessarily have to say or do nothing to get taken down. Like, YouTube could just arbitrarily take you down. Like, for instance, YouTube gave me a strike. Bro, check this out. One time I did make a video while I was overseas, just talking about my time over there and shit like this. I was just talking about being overseas, and while I was like sit on a balcony somewhere in one of these Asian countries, just talking in one of these videos. YouTube fucking gives me a strike for hate speech on that video, dude. I didn't say nothing hateful in that video at all. YouTube gave me a strike for that video where I didn't say shit at all. And keep in mind, I've got plenty of videos where I'm saying some pretty raunchy shit. But no, YouTube don't strike any of that shit down. They go for a video where I didn't say nothing. I was saying nothing, dude. And they gave me a strike for hate speech. So, dude, man, YouTube is really fucked up when it comes to what they decide to take down and who they decide to take down and shit like this, you know? YouTube will take you down for any or no reason. It don't fucking matter. So, now imagine when somebody's actually trying to take you down. Now do you see why I might be a little bit worried? Yeah. Raymond could come up with some. Raymond could probably think of some reason or think of some kind of way to play the system to get me taken down too, by the way. So there's even shit like that you got to consider. Yeah, dude, I'm not bullshitting with you. Dude, I'm not bullshitting with you. Like, I literally, my one video where I didn't say shit. Oh, hate speech. Fuck out of here. YouTube is arbitrary, man. YouTube don't really need a reason to take you down. They'll just out of nowhere do it. So that's why I might be a little bit worried, you know. Hey, hold on, guys. I need to turn the heater off. It's hot in here now. Oh, there we go. Spectrum A said, I was saying, well, for treating these countries like cat houses, LOL. I mean, dude, hold on, it's not really like that, though. It's not really like that. I don't treat these countries like a cat house, like, because for one thing, I don't go see prostitutes. Like, I've been accused of this before, by the way, by some people, of seeing prostitutes. I don't see prostitutes. Like, I don't like sex work in general. I'm very anti-sex work. So it's not like I go overseas and like go see prostitutes. I don't do that. But what I do is, like, I'll have like a girlfriend or something that I'm talking to online before I go to the country, and then I'll just show up and meet with that girl, or maybe I'll have a couple girls that I'm doing this with, and I'll meet up with them, and you know, like, it's not like I'm going out here and paying prostitutes. No, it's just girls that I talk to online that I'm doing this with for the most part. You know, so it's not like and dude, I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm not a gay man, by the way. I'm not a gay man. I'm a man. I'm a man. I like sex. I like pussy. I like getting for JJ. Like, I want to stick my shit in some JJ. Like, so I don't get no play in America at all. And to be honest with you, that might not be a bad thing that I don't get play here, but it still remains that I don't get no play in America. So it's like, what the fuck else do you expect? Yeah, as soon as I get out of America, I'm gonna get some pussy. That's how it has to be. I want pussy. You think I want to sit here? all day, every day, with my dick in my hand. No, I want some pussy, man. Like, of course I'm gonna go get some pussy when I go overseas. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Oh, shit. Where my viewers go? What, I just scared everybody off that quickly? Shit. Yo, where'd all my viewers go? Okay, we're done with the pineapple. I really do appreciate everybody that's subscribed, though. I really do appreciate it. I'm very appreciative of it. I definitely, like, the channel was stagnant for a long time, you know. Channel was stagnant for a long time, but I don't know. Just get into some drama with some clown ass dude in the manosphere, and then whoa, where all these subscribers come from? But yeah, I mean YouTube. That's kind of how YouTube works sometimes. It's not like I want to come out here causing problems with people. I just want to make my content and keep it moving. But at the same time, like, people aren't gonna just disrespect me, and like there's not gonna be nothing done about that, you know. I mean, call me unhinged, but that's just how it is. You ain't gonna just come up in here and disrespect me and think that that's just gonna fly. Absolutely not. But at the same time, there's really no reason anybody should be antagonizing me, because I'm not a provocative dude by any means. I don't go around fucking with people. I don't go around trolling people. I don't go around like trying to piss people off intentionally. Okay, maybe sometimes I do in comment sections, but you get the point. Like, I ain't really the most aggressive person out here. So there's no reason you should be beefing with me. All I want to do is just make my content and keep it moving. Really, and that's what I was doing for the longest time. That's exactly what I was doing for the longest time. Aside from YouTube randomly fucking with me on it, like, completely out of the blue. So no reason for it. No reason for it whatsoever. I'm an easy person to get along with, as long as you ain't disrespecting me. I mean, it's pretty basic. Most people understand. Spectrum A said, put me in Japan and I'm gonna be a pookie. Well, you don't need to go to Japan then. Spectrum Ace, don't go to Japan, because like, the blackmail image is already bad enough over there. If you're gonna go over there and be pookie, don't go to Japan. Stay your ass here in the States. Want fucking stay here and be pookie. Stay your ass here and be pookie. Then if you think you're gonna go to Japan and be pookie, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? I mean, dude, when I go overseas, like, I'm very self-conscious about the bad image that black men have globally. I'm very, very self-conscious about that. So, you know, when I'm in other countries, I behave. I'm very, very well behaved. Granted, I'm for the most part well behaved here too, but when I go to other countries, I'm extremely well behaved. I say yes sir, no sir, like I hold the door open. I hold the door open for people. I ain't walking up to people. I ain't doing my best to, like, learn the customs, learn somewhat of the language, so I can say certain things to people. Like, I'm very respectful when I go overseas. See my tire thumper? It's my tire thumper. Let me stop swinging this damn thing around before I break something. Alright guys, well, it's been about an hour-long stream. I see it's kind of winding down a bit. See things are kind of winding down. Like I'm willing to stay on. I'm willing to stay on if people want to like chat or talk with me or something like this. It's not like I got a specific topic in mind, but I just wanted to say that I am grateful for 900k or 900 subscribers. Fuck, 900k subscribers. Fuck, dude. Hell no, I don't have that amount. I'm grateful for 900 subscribers, okay? I'm grateful for 900 subscribers. And there's a possibility that we might not make it to 1,000. So, we celebrate it now. Alright guys, well, I guess that's it. Oh, Fiery Dice. What's up, Fiery Dice? Haven't seen you in a while. Fiery Dice said, both you and GV are near 1K now. The new crop of the BP channels is good. Well, dude, I'm not new. Who's GV? Who's GV? Like, I'm not new, guys. I've been around for a minute. Like, yeah, I only started making, like, BP style videos, like, in, what, 2021? Yeah, I started doing that in 2021. But, you know, I'm not necessarily new. I've been around the community. When did I start YouTube? If you look on my channel, I started a channel in 2014. So, I mean, the channel itself has existed since 2014. But I did YouTube back then, like doing Total War content. So, if you go back through my old videos, you can see like these old Total War videos that I used to do. And I used to be like a big deal in the Total War community too. That's where all my early subscribers came from. It's from Total War, which I don't know how many of those people are still watching. Certainly, like, I still got some subscribers from the Total War days that might still watch me even now. I might actually still have some of those people here. Hell, there might be some people currently in the community that watches me now, but you know, my early subscribers were here because of Total War. But I think I only got to maybe like what, 200 subscribers or something like that. I only got to maybe 200 or 300 subscribers off of Total War. And then, like, I made a sudden pivot into the BP, which, by the way, I came right from the start talking about the gold pill, by the way. Yeah, I came right from the start. As soon as I made that pivot, my very first video talking towards this community was actually a gold pill video. And that video got a lot of views too, by the way. Yeah, that's one of my most viewed videos. That very first video that I made talking towards this community. So I made that pivot in 2021, and then I started uploading videos towards the BP community, and I did the usual thing that some, like a lot of BP people do, where they talk about not getting vicious. Like, there was a whole period where I too talked about not getting vicious, but I think I had like a little bit of a unique style to it, I guess, because, you know, back then people were really rocking with it. But at a certain point, I think around 2022, at a certain point, I figured out how to start like getting at girls overseas. So like, from that point on, I started saying, you know what, I'm not no fucking incel. Like, I can get girls overseas and shit like this. I done figured out a way to get girls overseas. So, like, why should I sit here talk about not getting vicious when that's just not the case for me anymore? So I stopped talking about that. And, you know, I had a bunch of people unsubscribe from me too, which, like, I've said this for years, is that basically people like only subscribe to BP channels because like they only subscribe to BP channels because they want to see you like miserable and not getting bitches and talk about not getting bitches. And then it's like the moment I made it known that okay, I'm not really an insult no more and I'm actually kind of getting girls now. Like I had a bunch of people unsubscribe from me because of that. You know, had a bunch of people unsub. So that was kind of like a soft reset right there in 2022 when I came out said that I actually got girls now. And like a bunch of people got mad, and that was a soft reset. And then I stopped uploading for a little bit too, and then I kind of gradually got back into it after like that whole situation with that first girl that I had overseas. Yeah, her, man, that situation was bad, but you know, I got back into YouTube like beginning of 2023. And then like also you guys know one of my most viewed videos, that video where I made talking about Jamil the King. Yeah, that video, I made that video around the time frame that I'm talking about too, by the way. So like I made that Jamil video in 2023, and then that video blew up, and then I just kind of went along kind of loosely picking on Jamil here and there. And then I made a couple black pill videos, but I never again talked about not getting bitches. So my views for a long time were pretty low because I wouldn't talk about not getting bitches. That's what people want to hear here. That's what people want to hear, dude. People want to hear about how you're not getting bitches, and I don't really talk about that. So because it's not true in my case. It's not exactly true in my case. I do get some girls, but it's like, you know, I don't want to talk about not getting bitches. So like my views were low for a while, but right now I'm noticing my views are starting to pick up again a little bit from what they had been, you know. So seems like things are kind of working themselves out now, and like now I'm at 900 subs, and I mean if things keep going at the current pace and if the channel doesn't get fucking banned, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll reach 1,000 subs basically. Is what it'll be, and that'll be a pretty important milestone. So that's kind of like the trunk history of this channel, I guess. Like I started off doing Total War for the longest time, and that was 8 years of time, by the way, that I did Total War. So I mean, I did Total War for 8 years, and then I pivoted towards this community. And then like there was a period where I talked about how I don't get bitches, and then I got a bunch of views, and then, you know, and I deleted a bunch of videos from back then too, by the way. Yeah, I deleted a bunch of those videos, but you know, I was getting a good amount of views back then when I was talking about not getting bitches, and I was getting subs, and I was kind of blowing up a little bit. And then I started figuring out how to get foreign girls, and then I told him straight up, you know what, this is not true for me anymore. I'm not an incel anymore. I can get girls now. And then people got mad. I had a little soft reset. People didn't want to watch me anymore because I wasn't an incel no more. And then I kind of kept uploading for a little bit, or for a while, not really getting as many views anymore. And now I'm starting to get my views picking up a little bit again. So yeah, that's kind of the drunk history of the channel, guys. That's the drunk history of the Emperor Dion channel. And also, Spectrum Ace, that answers your question. When did I start YouTube? Technically in 2015, but the channel was created in 2014. Fiery Dice said, Guidance Fault. How? Oh, Guidance Fault. That's the name of that dude. Guidance Fault. Okay. The Guidance Fault. Did they make it harder to get your first K subs? It looks hard. Well, there's a lot of like little things that go on with YouTube that, like, there's a lot of rules to YouTube. Let's just say that, you know, there's a lot of little rules to YouTube. Like, it could be a video that I have holding me back or suppressing me. There could be something suppressing me. There could be something holding me back in the algorithm. There could be something that's not optimized or whatever. There could be there could be any number of things going on that can make it difficult. That can make it difficult for you to get 1,000 subs. There could be a lot of things going on that could be holding you back when it comes to YouTube. Like it's a very very deep meta when it comes to YouTube. So, I mean, but I mean, because it's possible. It's possible to like make a couple videos on YouTube and already have 1,000 subs, you know. That is possible. I've seen it happen before. But at the same time, it could also be possible that you just up here struggling to get 1,000 subs too. That also happens. It could you could be struggling for a long time and then you just suddenly blow up one day. That's possible too. You could just never struggle and just blow up immediately. That's also happened. There's a lot of nuance to what goes down on YouTube. It's kind of like there's no strict standard. There's no strict measurement for how to judge how quickly or how slowly you should be growing on YouTube. Basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, but I'm sure there are some things. I'm sure there are some ironclad rules though that I don't know about that are probably fucking me. You know, so there's a deep meta when it comes to YouTube, basically. Spectrum A said, "Oh, one thing I wanted to tell you. You know, I had a voice chat with Jamil over Discord about like a year ago and a half ago at LMAO. That's how it was." Oh, you had a voice chat with Jamil the King on Discord? Dude, guys been like, I'm pretty sure a lot of guys would like to see me have a voice chat with Jamil the King. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would want to see that. But the thing is, like, people ask me too, like, would you have a voice chat with Jamil the King? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. But the thing is, Jamil the King would never talk to me. No, that dude, he would never talk to me. And even if he did talk to me, man, he ain't gonna thing on. He probably gonna spurk the fuck out on me is what it's gonna be. Which, if you spurk out on me, I'm gonna go drill sergeant on your ass. I'm gonna be like, hey, you shut the fuck up. Who do you? No, you're not raising my voice at me, mister. You shut up, or I'm gonna get the fuck off the stream. I would just come at him like that, basically. I'm not gonna sit here and let him spurt the fuck out on me, obviously. But I do strongly think that he just wouldn't do it in the first place. So, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to see that. You know, so Spectrum A said, "That's how it is. Let Savvy Guy get laid. He losing all his fans." LOL. Yep. Yeah, Savvy Guy's got a pretty beloved following, by the way. But I do strongly suspect that, you know, if Savvy Guy get laid, well, I don't know. I think he still have a fair amount of people that were happy for him, but I also think he might bleed a couple subscribers off of that, like what happened with me. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. The moment I made it known that I'm not really no incel no more, the moment I made that known, boy, I lost like fucking 20 subscribers in a day. Man, that's some petty shit. Spectrum A said, well, actually, probably a little longer, to be honest. Fun fact, I gave him the software he uses to make music for the studio, but he kind of whiny as he is in his videos. Cool dude, but hella negative. LOL, they was hating. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would not. I'm pretty sure it would not be a pleasant experience to talk to Jamil the King. But like I said, I'd be willing to talk to him, but I know he would never talk to me. He would never do that. Obviously, he would. He'd never do it. And like, even if he did do it, if he's half as whiny as he is in his videos, I don't know. I might would just tell him to fuck off. Really. Because that don't make no damn sense for you to be in this community as long as he's been. Like Jamil been around for a long ass time, dude. Like Jamil been in this community longer than I have, and I've been around for a long ass time. But Jamil, he's been around for at least a decade. In the black pill, he was in the black pill. Like, dude, Jamil was in the black pill before the black pill was even the black pill. So, you know, and he still. Let's not even get into that. The high priest said, "Are men being depopulated?" What do you mean depopulated, dude? If men are being depopulated, then women are also being depopulated, because if nobody's having kids, that means neither men nor women are being born. So that doesn't really quite make sense what you're saying there. But I guess in a way, yeah, technically men are being depopulated or whatever. Hey, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go check on something. Shit. God damn it. Freaking my phone. My phone is getting hot as hell too. God damn. Oh, I need to hold my phone over the vent here, because this phone is getting hot. Yikes. I got a freaking bomb in here, dude. I gotta hold it over the vent to cool it down. Turn that back on. Yeah, I don't know, high priest. Like, you can't exactly depopulate it. Well, I mean, unless they introduce death camps or something like that. What, are they going to introduce death camps? Like, are they going to have like freaking Auschwitz from World War II? They could have start putting men in a gas chamber or something. Like, is that what you mean? I don't quite think they'd be that brazen, but you know. Okay, I have to cool this down, phone down. Alright, I think that's good enough. Hey guys, look like you're gonna get to see me try for a little bit. You guys are gonna get to see me try for a little bit. I gotta back the truck up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Get the truck backed up a little bit. I think that should be good. I hope so. Don't want to back up too much and hit that dude behind me. But we should be good here. Okay, right. So put this back over the vent. Spectrum A said, "Have you ever had a girlfriend at all in the States?" I have technically. I have had. Let me think. Because it's kind of a trick question. Like, yes and no. I mean, if you don't count middle school or high school, then no. But well, actually, now even then, like I did have this one girl from Kansas that I was kind of seeing, I guess you could say. Hold on. Yeah, there was this one girl in Kansas that I was seeing. Hold on, can you guys still hear me? Right, so there was this one girl that I was talking to in Kansas a while back, and like she was this fucking country ass white girl, basically. Like, you know, she was liberal. She was liberal as fuck, but you know, this country ass white girl in Kansas, and I was talking to her for a little bit, and then she was very sexually aggressive, let's just say, too. But you know, I was talking to her, and then I eventually came over there and visited her one time. I came over there and visited her, and then like I took her out on a date, and then I think we went to like Cracker Barrel. Yeah, we went to Cracker Barrel. We ate, we had dinner, and then like she let me smash, and that was that. And then like I was there for like 3 or 4 days. So I made a video while I was there too, if I can remember like the video that I made while I was there. But yeah, I was in Kansas with this girl for like 3 or 4 days, and then like we was doing stuff together, and like, and then we smashed. Well, we were smashing every day. We were smashing all day, every day, dude. I can't say I liked her that much. I didn't really like her that much. It's like pussy's pussy, and it's like, okay, I've never fucked a white girl. I'm finally getting to fuck a white girl. See what that's like, bro. White girls stink, man. And I'm not just saying this because you got one experience with a white girl and now you think white girls stink. No, no. Like I've lived around white girls too. That's why I say this. So, you know, I mean, she wasn't that bad, but you know, and I guess it was nice. But I don't know. I didn't like her that much. I really didn't like her that much. I mean, I guess getting the smash was okay, but I didn't really like her that much. Anyways, I don't care if she sees this video either, by the way. Whatever. But yeah, technically I had one girlfriend in Kansas. And by the way, that was the girl that I got via prison maxing too, by the way. So I pen palled her while she was in prison, and then I met up with her when she got out. Or later on when she got out. So, you know. No, she doesn't watch my channel. I'm pretty sure she doesn't, but you never know with people. You never know. I'm pretty sure she doesn't, though. Wouldn't matter if she does or doesn't, because like she kind of like, we kind of had a falling out sometime after that. So it's not like I'm even in contact with her no more, or like I'm pretty sure she wouldn't contact me. I hope she doesn't contact me again. I'm definitely not going to contact her again. Last I heard, she went and shacked up. She got kicked out of her house by her mom, and she went and shacked up with some dude. So I mean, that's that. I don't care. I don't care. I didn't like her that much. I'm just glad I got the smash. So I don't know. Can you really call that a girlfriend? I don't think you can call that a girlfriend. So to answer your question, I've never really had a girlfriend in America, unless you count that, or unless you count like high school or some shit too, or middle school. But yeah, that should answer your question. Oh, what the fuck? That's real. Yes, prison maxing. Yes, that's a real method, dude. I made a video talking about it. Go find my video. Watch that video. Like, basically, I talk all about it in a video one time. Yeah, prison maxing is a real thing. You can go find a girl in prison, make sure she ain't got no crazy charges. You can pen pal her. Usually these girls are like very lonely, dude. They're in prison. They probably don't want to scissor no other girl in prison, so like they'd be happy to talk to you. And again, as long as they ain't got no crazy charges or nothing like this, yeah, you can go pen pal a girl in prison, and you know, you could probably fuck her when she gets out. That's basically what I did. Shit. That's the only way, dude. That is the only way. That is the only way I got pussy in the US ever. That is fucking sad. That is how fucking brutal it is in the US for a guy such as myself. Okay, that is how brutal it is. Now, I'm trying to think. There might be. Oh wait. Okay, so there is one other time. There is one other time that I got to have sex in the US, but I don't want to tell you about that. Okay, I don't want to tell you about that because I made a video about that situation too, which is now unlisted. But I mean, if you're a long time viewer of my channel, you might know which video I'm talking about. But there was another time I fucked a girl here, and I made a video about it, and I unlisted the video because I was kind of ashamed of it. And yeah, but basically I fucked a land well, pretty much what it was, and I regretted it. And that's all we're gonna say there. But yeah, I've only done stuff 2 times in America, dude. That's brutal, fucking brutal. Yeah, Fiery Dice said, "Damn, Dion did reverse hybristophilia, LMAO." Yeah, reverse hybristophilia, dude, low key though. Like, don't sleep on this. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. Like, reverse hybristophilia, it actually kind of works because like these criminal ass women, dude, some of them actually low key like incels. Yeah, I kind of explained the dynamic between like an incel and like a criminal woman. There's definitely a dynamic there, dude. There is definitely a dynamic between an incel and a criminal ass woman. There is some kind of dynamic to that just kind of works. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. But there's definitely a dynamic there. Dude, I'll even tell you with this thing on this girl from Kansas that I prison maxed with. Like, there was definitely a dynamic between me and her. Yeah, she knew I was an incel. She knew it. She knew it. And she liked me because of it, actually. You want to know the reason why we had a falling out? The reason why we had a falling out is because, like, I didn't want to move to Kansas to be with her. Yeah. So she got mad as fuck. She got mad as fuck that I didn't want to move to Kansas to be with her like that. There is definitely some kind of dynamic between incels and criminal ass women. I'm telling you. Now, I would advise you to be careful. Definitely be careful. But dude, there's some kind of strange dynamic between incel dudes and criminal women. Dude, I can't even describe it to you. But between me and that Kansas girl, there was definitely like some strong chemistry going on there. I'm just saying, there was some strong chemistry, some strong voodoo magic going on there. I mean, it sounds weird. It sounds weird, but I'm not lying to you. Fiery Dice said, when you're picking up girls from Alligator Alcatraz, dude, the fact that Donald Trump is doing what he's doing with the migrants, the fact that he's doing that, prison maximum might have actually just skyrocketed in viability because of that. Yeah, that's another thing to consider, dude. Donald Trump is throwing all these migrants in like prison and holding facilities. Prison maxing might actually become like even more of a viable thing because of that now, too. So, I mean, I know, like, again, I know it sounds weird. No, I'm not gonna go do this again. I'm not doing that shit again. I'd rather go overseas and deal with a normal woman. But if you guys really are intent on staying in the U.S. and you don't want to go overseas, and you want some pussy, dude, consider prison maxing. At least consider it. I think some of you guys would be pretty pleasantly surprised on what you could get doing that. Spectrum A said, you don't really gotta be ashamed about that. Well, dude, fucking a land well, man, come on. I don't like no fat girls. I don't like no fat bitches. And you know there's a stereotype about black dudes liking big ass women. Like, nah, man, that is shameful. I don't like no fat fucking women. But, you know, this is who I lost my virginity to, too. That's shameful. I didn't want to lose my virginity to her. Hell no. Dude, even like at the time when I was talking to that girl, like I was trying to get away from her, really. Like I even broke up with her. And she freaking, and she wouldn't let me go. So and she made me feel bad. And back then too, back then I was a good dude. So of course, if I make a woman feel bad, of course she could easily guilt me into coming back. So but I wasn't attracted to her at all. And then it just progressed to the point where she finally was able to get the D from me, and I ended up. That's how I lost my virginity, and I'm really ashamed about that. That's not something at all. I I disagree, man. That is definitely something to be ashamed about. The fact that you kind of low key got, the fact that I kind of low key got raped by a land well, dude, or I got groomed by a land well. And another thing too, she was a good bit older than me. I think she was like 4 years older than me or some shit too. On top of that, so good grief, man. Good gracious, it's pretty shameful, man. It's pretty shameful. I had to unlist that video because I don't want people. I don't want people seeing that video any more than they already have. I mean, shit, that video got like 3,000 views too. So I think enough people saw it. If you were subscribed to me back then and you saw it, then you already know what I'm talking about. So, I don't want that shit just hanging out there. Spectrum A said, at least it's a woman. You gotta start from somewhere. Man, no, fuck that. Man, I would rather have done it with my hand the whole time until I got with that first girl I went to go see overseas, man. No, fuck that. Fuck out of here. Nah. First time be with that one girl from the Philippines instead of that one. Fuck out of here. Everybody gotta start somewhere, but I didn't want to start there. Spectrum Ace said, I gotta see it. Well, Spectrum Ace, like, you want my Discord server? Come to my Discord server. I'll send you the link on Discord if you really want to see it. Yeah, I'll send you the link on Discord. I'm not making that video public again. Fiery Dice said, we've got dudes turning fruity before prison maxing. This is quality advice. If I couldn't travel, I'd do it. Yeah, dude. Like, you don't want to be a gay cell. Like, you got guys out here talking about getting with femboys. Like, first of all, let me burst your bubble on the whole femboy thing, because I actually kind of fell into this trap back in the day too. Like, these femboys, a lot of guys are going into gay cells just to get something, and like the first thing they go for is femcell or femboys. But you gotta understand, a lot of these femboys got a lot of dudes after them now. A lot of dudes are just straight up going gay, man. A lot of these femboys got just as many dudes after them as the average woman, and some of them even more. So these femboys are just as gassed up as women are. So it's like, instead of doing that, you might as well just keep going for women rather than trying to be a gay cell. So in case there's anyone in the stream that was contemplating going after femboys or is currently into femboys, I'd advise you to stop. It's not no easier than getting with a woman. I've seen it. You will be out here simping for a whole man if you think going femboy or going gay is going to solve anything. I mean, unless you want to go all the way gay and get with just a straight gay guy, just a straight up normal looking gay guy. Oh yeah, you want to do that? You want to go all the way gay? I don't think too many of y'all want to do that. So, but guys, don't fucking go gay. Please don't do that. We got dudes turning pretty. Oh, you funny. Spectrum A said, yeah, I've seen a femboy who looked better than a girl I was with. Yeah, dude, those femboys, yeah, some of them look really, really nice, but man, I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't even fucking think about it because you go be simping just as hard trying to get with that as you will a woman. And like, I'm sorry, but if you simping for something that's got a dick, man, you need, man, you need to be put down. If you at that stage, nuh-uh, shut it down. Shut it down. If you simping for something that's got a dick, shut it down. Nuh-uh. God damn. Yeah, that is down bad, Spectrum Ace. LMAO, that now that's down bad. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. I've gone down this rabbit hole before, by the way. I've gone down this rabbit hole, like dudes in the dang old incel community starting to come to the conclusion, man, I'm so lonely, I want to be with something so bad. I need to, you know what? If I can't get a woman, I'm gonna go get a man. I'm gonna go get a man. And then they'll go and do that shit, and they'll be like, dude, have you ever heard of like the it's called tranny maxing? Yeah, this is a whole rabbit hole too, by the way. But like, hold on, somebody just joined a Discord server. Starlit Ghost. Who's Starlit Ghost? Who's Starlit Ghost? Is that somebody currently in the stream? But dude, there's a whole rabbit hole when it comes to the whole tranny maxing thing, because a lot of these guys in the tranny maxing community are former incels. So they're basically guys that are right here along with you guys right now. They're you. These tranny maxes are you. They're guys that were in the incel community basically, who they came to the conclusion that, hey, I look feminine enough. I ain't never get no girl. I might as well start taking hormones and transition into a femboy or a trans. So like, yeah, you get a lot of incels actually that okay, Starlit Ghost is you. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll send you that video link later. I'll send it to you. But you know, this is a whole thing where there's guys that come out here. They'll groom incels. They hunt incels. So they hunt you. They hunt you guys, and they'll kind of groom you and like bully you and gaslight you into you know, taking hormones. They'll get you to take hormones, and then you start taking the hormones, and they get you into taking the hormones, and then like not long after that, here you are with your legs spread open, getting fucked in the ass by a man. Now you're a tranny maxer. Basically, this is like a whole thing. This is like a whole pipeline. There's specific people who go out here and like target certain incels and get them into this, dude. Yeah, it's a whole, man. It's sick. It's fucking sick. But that's what's going on out here. I've been wanting to speak out about this shit. I've known about it for a long time. It's not nothing new. It's been going on at least since 2017 at the earliest, and I think maybe it's been going on before then too. But you know, back then they didn't call it tranny maxing. Back then it was like they were doing it on MGTOW guys. So like all these guys in the MGTOW community were basically getting groomed into, or some of them were getting groomed into becoming trans and getting fucked in the ass by another man, basically. Yeah, the MGTOW community had a lot of these people in there too. But then MGTOW died out, and then the BP community exploded. So then they moved on to the BP community, which I imagine the BP community was a field day for these guys that are like getting people to like go trans, pretty much, you know. So like, goddamn, it's an evil world we live in, guys. It's an evil world. But that's what's going on. That's what's going on out here, man. Fucking tranny maxers. Fucking tranny maxers and shit. Fuck. Fuck it. You know, I had one of them try to groove me into that shit too, by the way. Now, obviously, I'm a bit too masculine to ever be convinced into some bullshit like that. I'm way too masculine. Like I told him, like, dude, I'm a military veteran. I ain't got not even the slightest, I ain't got the slightest possibility of doing this bullshit. Like, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, strange shit. You know, dude. I mean, there's a lot of little strange sub communities throughout the manosphere. Like, you guys only see surface level shit for the most part. Like, the BP is kind of like a surface level thing. You know, the MGTOWs, the current popular whoever the fuck, like Coach Greg Adams and who was that dude, Fresh and Fit. No, all these fucking dudes, like, there's a lot of surface level shit to the manosphere, like Legion of Man, like that motherfucker. I guess Raymond now too. Like, yeah, there's all these people and all these little communities that are surface level in the manosphere, but like, once you start peeling back the layers of the manosphere and start diving down underneath the surface, that's when you start running into weird shit like the training maxes. There's a lot more stuff like that too. Now, what I will say is that most of the stuff beneath the surface in the manosphere, most of it is just white nationalist shit, to be honest with you. And also, like, a lot of these trans people too are also like white nationalists too, by the way, in case you didn't know. Yeah, that. And so, like, some of these guys also got crossover with the manosphere and like with the alt-right and various little sub-communities that are going on beneath the surface in the manosphere, pretty much. You know? BP is something I found from MGTOWs. Yeah, that's how I came to the BP too. But actually, a lot of guys didn't come from MGTOW into the BP. A lot of guys actually came from like the game PUA community into the BP. Like, that's how it happened for like the OGs of the BP, like Facing LMS and like his crew, and Clowntown and 5-4 and all of them. You know, like a lot of the early people from the BP more so came from like the Roosh V, the game community, that soft red pill community, like entrepreneurs and cars, and like Donovan Sharp, maybe. Like, all those people, you know, like, they came, like, most of the early people in the BP came from grifters, pretty much. They came from communities that were grifting them. That's why they made the BP. So, yeah, that's like, dude, I'm telling you, like, a lot of the earliest people that started the BP movement, pretty much, definitely Facing LMS. Facing LMS is the main one, actually. He's the main one that spawned the BP. And yeah, him and his crew. He had a crew of people that were with him. Him and his whole crew pretty much came from the Roosh V shit with the social dynamics and game. And you know, so they were originally calling themselves Red Pill, but then Face and his crew eventually was like, you know what? The Red Pill's been so tainted by these grifting assholes that, yeah, we gotta coin a whole new pill. And so they came up with the BP. And that's where everything you kind of know today started. Pretty much from him and his crew. So, yeah. And then you do have a few guys like me who came from MGTOW into BP. You do have a few guys like that. There's not that many of them. Like, there's a lot more of these guys that came from like the game community. But you do have a few guys that came from MGTOW into the BP. So I'm one of the few that came from MGTOW. So, you know, I do think MGTOW is like a much stronger foundation for a lot of that stuff too. Because I kind of feel like if you came from like the game community into this, you kind of went from the oven into the fire pretty much. Whereas like if you came from like MGTOW into this, it's a little bit of a softer transition. I feel like coming from MGTOW into this. But you know, I'm trying to encourage you guys. I've been trying to encourage you guys to go from the BP community into the gold pill community, to start a gold pill community where we kind of just do monastic shit, you know? I'm trying to encourage the transition from BP to GP. How about you start embracing the monastic philosophy, the gold pill? Oh yeah. See, I kind of consider myself kind of above the BP at this stage because, like, you know, the BP tends to have a general type of effect on people. So it's that general nihilistic, pessimistic attitude. Talk about not getting bitches all the time, like that type of shit that you associate with the BP. And you see, I'm not really on that for the most part. So I think I can kind of coin my own pill and just call my monastic philosophy the gold pill, which is a step beyond the BP, a step beyond the black pill, pretty much. Because the black pill is a dead end, by the way. Yeah, that's why it's black. The black pill is a dead end. The black pill is like you're gonna stay here and die, pretty much. Is what it is if you don't find a way to like kind of elevate past it and like have something that you're going to actually like start doing with your life. If you just stay on the BP, you're just going to die here, pretty much. Spectrum A said, I found MGTOW from some random smaller YouTuber, a complete outsider. Yeah, well, that's interesting. I actually found MGTOW from this dude still uploads videos, by the way. He used to be called Angry MGTOW. I think he's called Angry Man now. But yeah, he was actually the guy that got me into MGTOW. That was a long time ago, by the way. This was like back in like what, 2016, 2015, 2016. I think I saw my first MGTOW video in like 2015, so that's been 10 years ago. And Sandman was one of the first ones I saw too, but I also saw fucking Angry MGTOW was one of my first. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting history here, guys. It's kind of fun to kind of reminisce on like what the community was doing. Who's this guy? I can't say your name, but I'll read your comment. How are the women in the military? Are they different from women from normal world? There is no difference. There is no difference between women in the military and women in the normal world. They do most of the same shit. They do most of the same shit. And to be perfectly honest with you, hot take, it really shouldn't be a hot take, but I really don't think women should be in the military, like at all. I mean, outside of like, literally like outside of like logistical roles, I really don't think women should be in the military at all. Because they're talking about trying to put women into like combat arms now. Like, dude, women under fire, you put a woman under fire, man, they're not going to handle that very well. Nah, women are not built for war. Their fragile bodies are meant to be soft, touched, and loved all over. Like, they ain't meant to be in no fucking war with guns blazing and fucking drones flying around everywhere, dude. Women ain't built for that shit. To be honest with you, men ain't really built for it, but women definitely ain't built for no fucking war. So, you know, in my opinion, I don't think women, hot take, I don't think it should be a hot take, but I really personally don't think that women should be in the military. And I say this as somebody who served in the military and saw kind of what women do for the most part too. So I'm not even just speaking out of my ass on this. No, I was in the military. I saw more or less kind of what women do for the most part. I ain't saying there ain't some women that are like good for the military. There definitely are some, but by and whole, by and large, I think I really think the military can do without women. Okay, it really can, because like historically, women weren't allowed to join the military anyway. This is how it always kind of been, and for obvious reasons. Again, women are not built for war. They're definitely not. I mean, arguably men ain't built for this shit either. But, anyway, somebody got to do it. And there's plenty of men to do it. Chester Nutters, what's up, dude? What's up? Good to see you. Congrats, dude. Hopefully it keeps accelerating. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see it. Like, is Remy gonna succeed in taking my channel down or not? We'll see. But that's why I'm doing the stream though, like I said, because like I got 900 subs. There's a real possibility that the channel doesn't make it to 1,000 subs because it gets taken down to some shit. There's a real possibility of that, so we're going to go ahead and celebrate it now. Go ahead and celebrate it now. And by the way, I would also like encourage one of you guys to maybe archive the stream too, just in case that does happen. Just in case that does happen. Mark my words. If that does happen, you know why. You fucking know why. But at least we made it this far. At least we made it this far. Because as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, there's a lot of people that don't even make it this far. A lot of people who don't even make it this far. And not for a lack of trying either. So I'm getting tired, guys. Oh, I'm getting tired. Fuck. What time is it? What time? It's 10:25. I mean, I'd say we still got some time. We still got some time that I can stay up. Maybe want to consider hitting the hay in the near future, though. Maybe want to consider going to bed in the near future. Like, why are you guys up, by the way? Like, it's 10 o'clock on a Monday night. What are you guys doing up? Ah, god damn it. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to be out of this shop, man. I can't wait to be out of trucking. Like, bro, trucking is so rough on you. Like, I can't take care of my face the way I would like to. I can't wash my face as much as I want to. I can't wash my ass as much as I want to. Trucking sucks, man. But I do it. It's kind of my thing. I do it. Chestnutter says it's 9:30 here. Adults don't go to sleep until around midnight. Well, dude, do you have a job? Like, adults that have jobs go to bed earlier than that, for sure. 9:30. Y'all must live in the Midwest then. Y'all must live like, yeah, y'all must be some Midwest elves. Y'all live in the Midwest. I think I'm still in Eastern time. I'm still in Eastern time. I think. I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm not west of Chicago, so yeah, I'm still in Eastern time. Oh, see, you live in Texas, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, Texas would be Central Time. So we got some Texas cells in here. Some Texas cells. Chestnutter says I operate on like 5 hours of sleep and just fine for the with the job. I get up at like 7. Dude, you gonna live to regret that. Like, shit, keep you need to get more sleep, man. Sleep is probably like up there top 5 most important things you need to be getting if you're gonna lead like a healthy life at all. You know, you definitely need more sleep. Spectrum A says, I'm not an incel, by the way. Yeah, I know some of you guys might not be incels. Like I'm not an incel myself. I'm not an incel myself, but it's like I still use the terminology. I still would kind of jokingly call you guys cells because I think it's funny. Obviously, you guys know that's funny. Like a Texas cell, like a gay cell, like a this cell, like a I'll still call you guys cells, just in a choking way, pretty much. You know, whether you're a cell or not. Spectrum A said, Chestnutters, I'm basically the same. Melatonin helps though. Trying to get better though. Oh, okay. Tech Cell does have a nice ring to it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm basically a truck cell. I'm a truck cell. Yep. Truck cell, fucking Georgia cell. You're a tech cell. Freaking Chestnutters is a not get enough sleep cell. I think I might have picked a bad spot to park though. Well, it's not the worst spot that I could have picked, but it's not a good one. It's certainly not a good spot I picked here because people are going to be shining their damn lights through my windshield tonight, so I'm going to have to draw the curtains, block that shit out. Anyways. What's up, Ask QQ? Ask QQ said, I'm a stink cell. What is a stink cell? You stink. You don't take baths. You a nasty fucker. Is that what you mean? Spectrum Ace said, what do you drive? Products and stuff. Dude, you never asked a truck driver what they're hauling, by the way. Never asked a truck driver what they're hauling. But I drive a Freightliner. I drive a Freightliner Cascadia. It's fucking 2019. It's an old fucking truck, dude. They gave me the shittiest truck in the company. They literally, like, they gave me a truck that's got like a dent in the side of it, and it's got like a fucking panel back there missing. Like, dude, they gave me a shitty old truck, and I hate that shit. But at the very least, it's not breaking down on me. So, very least, it's not breaking down on me. So I guess I don't care as long as this damn thing, as long as this damn thing's gonna make me money. As long as this truck keep making me money, I don't care how old it is. But I mean, it is an old shitty truck. So, you know, they didn't give me exactly the top shelf quality truck they could have gave me. But whatever. Ask QQ said, yes, sir, I bathe probably once a week. Once a week ain't that bad, dude. Once a week is not. I mean, okay, maybe you should shower a little bit more. Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. It depends. It depends because some people really don't smell that bad. Like it's down to your genetics how bad you smell typically, or how long you can go without a shower before you start to stink. Some people really just don't stink, so they can get away with taking a shower once a week. I'm kind of like that myself. I can get away with taking a shower once a week. I don't stink. I don't stink, and yeah, I do go around people. I don't stink. I can get away with that, but you got some people who can't go more than a few hours outside a fucking shower, so because they genes make them stink real bad. Yeah, so it's down to your genes, like how long you can go without showering. Basically, that's what it is. So I'm not gonna say like once a week is bad. I mean, it depends. You could have the genetics where you don't really need to shower that much. So, Ask QQ said, yeah, I smell good with deodorant. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I don't sweat a lot. I don't smell that bad. I mean, yeah, if I go and like do some hard labor and start sweating, yeah, I'll stink then a little bit. But, you know, I generally avoid like hard labor too, though. I don't sweat that much. So, you know, I don't stink. I can kind of get away with taking a shower once a week, and that's kind of what I do. That's definitely what I do out here on the road, because I don't have time to be getting showers all the time when I'm on the road. But when I go home, I do shower a little bit more often than once a week, though. Definitely. I got less reason to shower more at home, but I still shower anyway. Yeah, I'll still shower anyway, more often when I'm at home or when I'm in some kind of environment where I got access to a shower. Most definitely, because that's not always the case. But yeah, dude, your genetics determines like pretty much everything about you. Like even right down to how often you can get away with not showering. Yep. Because I would definitely tell you, like, especially a lot of white people got this problem, but like a lot of white people can't spend more than a few hours without a shower. They start stinking real bad, and they got this horrid smell to them for I don't know why the fuck, but a lot of white folks don't smell good. A lot of them don't. They really got a shower. You know. So, and I'm not saying that to kind of knock on them, like, you know, Asians for the most part smell the best. Asians don't have no fucking body odor a lot of the time. Them Asian girls, like every Asian girl that I've been with, every single Asian girl that I've been with smelled nice as hell. Like even the ugly ones, they smell nice. At the very least, they don't have like no body odor to them, really. Yeah, Asian girls smell good. So, again, it's like I said, it's genetics, man. It's genetics determine how often you need to take a shower. Of course, Asians take lots of showers, but at the same time, they got genetics where they don't smell that bad in the first place. So, anyways, what am I talking about? I'm talking about fucking. Let's get off of that topic. Well, you know, guys, I am starting to get sleepy though. I think I'm gonna wind this stream down in a little bit and get my ass ready for bed soon here. I'm starting to get sleep. Well, I've been sleepy, but you know, maybe I'll read a few more comments, and then we'll call it a stream. But again, I do appreciate everybody that subscribed to me. I appreciate every last one of you. Truly, I do. Like, it's nice to know that somebody's hearing my voice out here in the howling madness. Because I feel like the manosphere, the manosphere is really not going in a good direction for the most part. At the very least, I try to be constructive. I try to put something out there that's going to be helpful to men. Like, it's the manosphere, dude. Like, the manosphere exists, I hope, to be helpful to men, but instead we get like a bunch of these fucking like snow nationalist cells, these storm cells. Like, they more focus on hating black people than they are about helping men. That's what I see. I've explained this many times in my content. You know, like, the manosphere is focused on all the wrong things and not really. So, if people kind of listen and tune in more to me and what I have to say about the gold pill, that's a much more positive message, dude. Like, people, if they really ran with that and started doing this and they managed to get like some kind of secret society going like this, dude, man, I'm telling you that right there is going to do a lot more for you than the manosphere has done in 20 years of existence. And yeah, the manosphere has been around for at least 20 years in various forms. So, in 20 years, the manosphere can accomplish even half of what the gold pill could accomplish if people understood it more, you know? So, yeah, I do feel like my message is one of the more important messages to get out there. Definitely, you'd be a lot better off listening to the gold pill and trying to embrace the gold pill and trying to go monastic. You'd be better off listening to that and going monastic than sitting here listening to a fucking Raymond, dude. Don't, like, you, if you sitting here listening to fucking Raymond thoughts in mind instead of trying to go monastic, you are wasting your fucking time, dude. You wasting your life away. You wasting your time. You ain't moving towards nothing constructive. You want to just sit and listen to some retard rant and rave about not getting pussy. Yeah, I said it. That is the truth, man. That is the truth. I'm a lot more useful to listen to than fucking Raymond thoughts in mine. For sure. I would definitely say that wholeheartedly. For sure. So with that being said, yeah. Spectrum said, hopefully with your growing channel you can get the gold pill out there more. And by the way, there's been a couple people who've tried to coin the gold pill too, by the way. They don't talk about anything like what I'm talking about though. But I've called these people out before. But there's been a couple people. There's one guy in particular that I might be a little bit worried about because he's got a pretty decent following. So, you know, I really need to get out there, get this type of mindset out there, get this type of thinking out there. Like, hey, guys, stop competing with other dudes trying to get pussy that don't want you, man. Fucking just stop that shit and build and start, like, stop fucking over your fellow man, dude. Start building with your fellow man. Stop fucking each other over. Because that's a lot of the reason why Western women are able to behave the way that they do, too. Most definitely. It's because men spend a lot of energy fighting to compete with each other like this instead of building with each other. Like, we could form a fucking modern day Knights Templar here. You know? So, I just feel like there's a lot of wasted energy, a lot of wasted opportunity. And that's one of the biggest tragedies about the manosphere, in my opinion, that people would rather sit around, listen to a bitch like Raymond Thoughts in Mine about how he ain't getting no bitches and how you probably ain't getting no bitches either, and just sitting here circle jerking around that like a bunch of soccer Karens around a fucking wine table. Like, come on, dude. We're men. Men are supposed to be better than that, dude. A man is supposed to be better than that, but for some reason, like, that's kind of what the manosphere has devolved into. And I've sat and watched this for the longest time. So, if this dialogue that I've kind of on and off said to you in this stream hasn't made my stance and my position on things clear enough to you, well, let it be known here. Let it be known here. I've made several videos talking about it. I've made several mentions to it. But in case you didn't understand it, I hope this stream really cleared up many misconceptions about the gold pill and what the solution actually is that men should strive for, you know? Because it's definitely not something that we can't do. It's definitely not. It's definitely not. It's just men are too weak willed and would rather sit here like soccer Karens around a wine table. It's a pretty apt analogy, but it's very feminine. It's very, very feminine that guys do this here in the manosphere. So with that being said, I think I've preached my sermon here well enough to you. And so I'm going to take my ass to bed now soon. So with that being said, this has been Emperor Dion the Lion. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you want to see this stream later on, if you didn't catch it live, you can catch it when it's uploaded. It'll finish processing probably sometime tomorrow. And so check back on the channel. You'll see it. Make sure it's there. And you can watch the stream over from there. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you.